Hey darlings, it's Gwen. I'm here to do a beautiful oracle reading. Today I'm using 3 decks that I've combined into one big pile. That's 2 fairy decks and the Liminal Spirits deck. So lots of messages I've already shuffled. It's a big pile for me to shuffle. So I've got cards out here in front of me and I'm just getting organized. And welcome. You know, if this is the first time you're joining me, I'm so glad you found me. And to my subscribers, I am so grateful for you. I love you guys. I felt like there's 2 cards stuck together here. There are 2 cards stuck together there. I had to see what was going on. Okay. Remember to reach out to me to book your own personal private reading. This is a general reading for the collective. I'm just feeling great energies today for the 7th of January. 7th is about your evolution. Okay, many of you could have been feeling under the weather lately. We are in retrograde, Venus retrograde, so we're doing a lot of rest, relaxation, recuperation, recreation, rewriting, reviewing, these kinds of things, and especially concerning relationship to self, relationship with other people, okay, and rest is necessary, especially if you've been feeling under the weather. The rest is purposeful. There's no rush. All these R words, right? Don't rush your healing. I continue to hear it from Spirit. So, first week of January is under our belt, right? You know, and every day is new. If you really believe that, starting fresh and refreshed and renewed in your rebirth, each day is important. Taking these few minutes before you even hop out of bed to center and ground yourself and really connecting with nature is important, and gratitude for where you're at, acceptance, love, forgiveness, all of these feelings I feel. Today is, I just woke up to a surprise in the mail, you know, from one of my beautiful sisters, and being really spoiled in thoughtful ways by my dear sisters in my life, and I'm just so grateful. So very grateful for these connections in 2022 that are spiritually rooted, that are like, you tell someone your story and they're like, yeah, totally, I get it, that's my dream too. Oh, you know, it's just these purposeful, meaningful connections that just, you feel it with your whole being and you trust it. You never have to doubt it. You know, these are the kinds of things that are happening in 2022. Okay. It is a mindset change as well, as we are recreating with Spirit. Okay. We're really like investigators with our emotions lately. I feel like, what is this really telling me? What is my body telling me? This energy feels weird. Why is this? You know, it's a human brain too that wants to understand everything, you know, but it is important for us to understand our emotions and what they're trying to tell us. Okay. There's nothing wrong with feeling frustration, you know. There's nothing wrong with feeling anger. There's nothing wrong with these, you know, with the sadness or, you know, confusion even. Right? Because we are in a transition zone. So sometimes we need to let go even more than what we already have. I think as spiritual beings, we realize that. Yeah, I've let go, but I could let go even further here. Am I really trying to control that outcome of how it comes to me, my blessings? You know what I'm saying? What's most important, what Spirit's been coming through to me, is like recognizing your own beauty, adoring yourself, that you are a gift, a light to this world, even in your brokenness. You know, that vulnerability, that authenticity is what I'm attracting. It is sure is far cry difference from what I've attracted for so many years in the past. It's so rewarding. It's reciprocal energy. Okay, the beauty's truth. It's warm. This kind of love. This is warm. Okay? And it's about this woman here, this fairy here with her butterfly wings. See, your wings have already grown. They're just becoming stronger. This is a beautiful part of your transformation. Okay? Seeing the truth, unveiling, things coming to light, truths that were hidden about you and your connection with everything, with all. That's why she is leaning against this magical mushroom. Okay? Beauty, physical pleasure, sensuality. Root chakra, I'm feeling with this. I am safe. I am grounded. I am secure in my own body. Right? Being open with your sexuality is something that a lot of us are not. We're not programmed to be either. Okay? Tuning into your sensual side. And how are you, like, do you even know what your love language is? These are questions here. Okay? What is your beauty's truth? You are perfect. You are beautiful. Just as your body is. You actually chose this bodysuit for your mission. Okay, and you are this gift, the beauty's truth, the gift. I mean, same colors throughout here. Okay, but it's also somebody who has come into your life with their presence, with their authenticity, with their thoughtfulness, and have just given you something. Even if it's not a token, it's an offering of love that's so sincere and genuine. Butterfly wings again. There's so much transformation happening with these butterfly wings, okay? A present and offer, nurturance, growth, and potential. Card 47, which is an 11. And 11 is that, things are manifesting. You see in the 1111 and the 111? Yes, darling. Card 32, that's a 5. This is a beautiful part of your transformation. That's what 5s are. Okay? And now we've got the moth spirit out here. The moth. Okay? Again, the wings, the moth speaks to surrender and transformation. Okay? And you got to see that the little moth's head's peeking out from this mask. It's removing the mask. Seeing your own patterns. See this cocoon here. It's got the spirals on it. It's about seeing your own patterns too. The patterns in your life. And the frog is here. And the frog speaks to fertility. I mean, we're talking about the gift. And this is also meaning, too, when it comes out, like somebody could be offering you something, a gift, material gain, a surprise that is it's endearing, it's beautiful. That changes everything up. And this speaks to fertility and abundance coming. The frog lives in the water and on land. He's on the land right now, and he's barely putting his little toe in the water. Tells me you're at a crossroads. I've been speaking of that transition zone, that crossroads. We're talking cocoons here, and butterfly wings, and moth. Taking off the mask, and now we're going to dip our toes in this emotions is the water. The emotions, our feelings. And once we can embrace that, our emotions, and figure out what they're telling us and tune into our hearts on our mind, it's easier to make decisions too. The abundance is all around you. The abundance runs to you and through you. You are love. You've been in the dark, exploring. Here it is. And that's fantastic. Okay? That's where we find our power. So, yeah, absolutely. Our creative force. Yes. Premonitions, foreshadowing, and mystery. Card 40. Okay, I'm going to read to you her card. She's got moth wings. Moth wings. Or even butterfly wings. I don't know what's going on her head. But you are, I'm talking to somebody that's very psychic, can see the future, predict the future, in tune with spirit and spirit guides and galactic teams. A mystery in the air. Uncertainness. She reminds me of the High Priestess in this deck. You know, the mysteriousness of the High Priestess, but the Keeper of Knowledge. I mean, with this crown on her head. Okay, let me go there. I rarely have her come out. Queen of the Darkwood Elves. Let's read about her. Sometimes there is a stirring, a shimmering movement, subtle but unmistakable, in the web called weird that connects us all. This is one such time. The Queen of the Darkwood Elves has come forth to speak with you and ask you to be aware that something is approaching. When she appears, there is a kind of foreboding and an unsettled energy akin to when a storm is gathering its power. There is a very potent force readying itself in your life, and while its impact is yet to be truly felt and experienced, it's best to ready yourself now. So when this card comes, make good your defenses. Tend to injuries and wounds, be they psychic, mental, or physical. Take care of unfinished business and bring in whatever you can. Gather up resources and be ready for when the moment strikes and descends upon you. Because something that was unexpected could have harmed you, could have taken you unaware, but now you are forewarned. And truth be told, you are now forewarned. There is no cause to be scared, frightened, or anxious. This card indicates that you have time to prepare, grow stronger, and meet whatever it is that is coming face on. You will move through the time you are now warned of, and you will be even stronger due to the challenge. But make no mistake, there is a challenge coming, and you can now prepare to minimize its impact and ride out the intense wave of energy it brings into your life. Wow. And it's bringing in vitality, health. Like, don't be afraid. Please don't. I know this sounds very fierce, doesn't it? Without the darkness, there can be no light. This vitality. Okay? Energy, good health coming. Card 27. There's a lightness to this card. A lightness. Your light. Okay? Shining bright. Dragonflies. Dragonfly energy. I talked about that yesterday in my reading. You know. God's light. Presence in you. The joy in you. The health and wealth in you, showing that to the world, okay? Because you've transcended and you've ascended and you've grown. I've been talking about growth here, okay? I've got card 36 here. You've got 2 9s. These came out together, by the way. Vitality, health, energy, child of the moon. This is talking about transcending your ego, forgiveness. Yes. Self-forgiveness. Card 36. 36. Yes, that means something to somebody. Absolutely. Look at all this beautiful pink and purple energy. Crown healing for the collective. Yes, and emotional healing. We've been in the darkness. That's that shadow work that we've been doing as well, and there are events that are coming that are going to change things up. But it's much needed. And most of the times it's divine intervention. It's divine protection. That mask is being removed, the moth says. Okay, so make a wish and make it good. The fairy wishing well is here. Okay. Card 7. And today is the 7th. This one's important today. Make your wish today. Manifestation, expectations, offerings. And that is also honoring, it's coming out a lot in my messages, honoring Mama Earth. Like when I connect with nature, I'm talking to nature. I'm one of those freaks, like, who the fuck is she talking to? I'm talking to the trees. I'm talking to the grass. It feels so good on my feet. I'm talking to the moss. I'm talking to the butterfly that just went by. I'm talking to the blue jay singing. I'm connecting my light roots to Mama Earth. I'm offering love back to Mama Earth. When I go somewhere and I go for a walk, or if I go camping and I see trash, I pick it up. I leave it cleaner than the way I found it. You know, I care about my footprint. Okay? I care about the animals and nature and the tree spirits, and the trees need our fucking love. So, like, what are you offering? What are you expecting? Are you expecting fertility, growth, abundance, vitality, health? Or do you want to stick around and say, I don't feel good, 2022 sucks? Start today. Feel that solar energy. Make your fucking wish. This has a lot to do, too, with all the coins here. A lot of us are releasing our ties, our views, even values around materialism, too. Because this is coming out, this gift, this is something so thoughtful, and that's the things, thoughtfulness, unconditional love, gifts that way, gifts of generosity of the heart, of, you know, kindness and yeah, that's the giving spirit. Okay, not necessarily things or what money can buy. Yeah. And so last two cards here, we've got Acorn's Invitation, touch, exchange, connection. Gotta say that it came out in the reverse. So this is something to take a look at during Venus retrograde, and that is, you know, we have until the end of the month that I think it's in retrograde. Yeah. So we really need to become more intimate with ourselves, is what this Peter Pan-esque, even Robin Hood character coming out here says. He even has wings, okay? Wings like a moth to me. But he's inviting you to start touching people in a more intimate level, but that starts with self, okay? Learning your love language, that beauty's truth again, okay? And, you know, it's like those simple touches. When talking to a friend and they're going through a hard time, a simple hand on the shoulder can let that person know. Eye contact means so much. Are you really listening, or are you just waiting just to respond? And, you know, like... And there's this, even though you may have this invitation, it also could be a love interest that's invited you somewhere, a trip, a romantic escapade, an intimate encounter. Intimate encounter is this one, but you're a little scared to do it because you're holding on to some dead weight. You're holding on to this dead branch and sensing the right time to fly. This is Peter Pan-esque, so Peter Pan right now. Card 17 and then 18. I mean, but there's progression there, man. 17, 18. So what's the underlying energy? You're still in thought. Hey, quit overthinking it. Let it go to your angels, okay? Especially if you're concerned about making a big leap. You know, you're recreating your web. Manifest it, okay? Manifest the ease and grace in the change, okay? It doesn't have to be difficult, all right? We don't have to manifest the suffering any longer, okay? There's butterflies all over this situation, and look at all that web. You're thinking about it. You're thinking about making a big change. It's right there, okay? There's some extremes with the desert coming out underneath that. Extremes in emotions, extremes in temperature, that kind of thing. But your ancestors are with you during this transition zone too. What comes through with the desert, and you know, and let things settle a bit. To, you know, because you could be dealing with a situation that's pretty, with the desert coming out, pretty hot, cold. You know, so this is, let things settle a bit, and you'll know exactly when to make this necessary change. But for now, continue loving on yourself through every part of this transformation. You know, like, the dragonflies reminding me, like, they spend, like, a long gestation period under the water, okay? Figuring out, I mean, water talks about emotions, right? But they mutate and transform so many times. before they grace us with their presence and their beauty, you know, and that then they only live 6 to 7 months. So, you know, it's about embracing the now moment, your beautiful now moment, okay? And the more that you know, honor that relationship with yourself, learn to love you again, learn to know what your inner child wants, learn, you know, let your emotions out, okay? Your fear will no longer have so much control over you, okay? Your roots always stay. People are coming and going out of our lives. Yes, they are. It's because because we're changing our station. We're tuning in our frequency to an even higher level, okay? You could be dealing with someone as these are love notes that I've created. Yeah. On my own little index cards here, and I wanted to tune into love notes just to see what else might want to come out for the collective. So you could be dealing with somebody in healing that is projecting. Projecting came out, and that's always very, very difficult. But people don't realize too when they're projecting their energy, either with angry words, you know, name calling, belittling. It really causes damage to your auric field, you know. I've had to let people in my life know that. Like, don't do that, you know. We can speak to each other in a healthier kind of way, you know. So be mindful to protect yourself with light and shielding, okay? Get out into the sun. Surround yourself with crystals. Take baths, spiritual baths. If you don't have a bathtub, then how about a beautiful shower? Okay, so for somebody around you might be projecting. Relationships at work may be affecting you. I mean, we're in Venus retrograde, so this is not just romantic relationships. So also Spirit wants you to take a look at these relationships at work. Could be a new romantic love interest at work, tuning into so many energies. But also, like, work is supposed to also be fun. Like, you can actually have an experience like that. You know, don't have to be surrounded with people that you don't enjoy. Relationships at work. Look at these people that you've attracted, these beautiful mirrors that you are working with, because they're also shining something back at you. Your lover would like you to know that they love your giving heart. Giving is receiving. Yes, it is. I love your giving heart. But for some reason, if you're tuning into all these messages, they think down deep what the real truth is, because it landed out on here on the Queen of the Darkness. You are out of my league. And what we have to remember is that we're all energy. Okay? We're all vibrating at a certain energetic frequency. So the people that you're attracting in your life are on the same energetic frequency. Take a look at them. So if you're attracting somebody and they think you're out of my league, no, that's bullshit. It's bullshit. That's a mind trip. That's a mind game somebody's playing with them themselves. Leap of faith is coming. Oh, yeah. We already done talked about that, I think. Yeah, they're scared to fly, sensing out the right time to do something a bit different. Leap of faith is coming, and it could be for a love. These are love notes, okay? And this is somebody that's not your typical type. Ooh, 2022 is going to be interesting. I love you guys. I'm going to leave it there today. Remember to reach out to me if you need your own personal private reading. And I am feeling rather in tune today. So today's the day to record some impromptu readings for some of the signs. It'll be a surprise. So hit that bell so you know when I'm updating new videos. Love you. Bye.